Welcome, curious friends, to Phantom Manor. The Disney ride with, for my money, has the best backstory of any Disney park ride. At least the backstory that doesn't expand to like 20 other different rides. So I've shifted through all the ghost and French, I don't know which is scarier, to give you the rundown on the most terrifying, spookiest of all the mansion rides. It has Vincent Price in it, so it kinda has to be by default. Our story begins in 1849 in the lands of the frontier, where one Henry Ravenswood finds gold in an area known as Big Thunder Mountain. While there probably was more gold, Henry realized that this area was sacred to the natives and left in... I'm kidding. They had this down to a science at this point and started mining Big Thunder for everything. The natives tried to warn them that they were upsetting the Thunderbird, the spirit who guarded the mountain. But gold, thought Henry. It's probably fine. Fast forward 11 years, the Big Thunder Mining Company is in full swing, the Ravenswoods have a daughter by the name of Melanie, and Henry remains suspiciously unsmote. Melanie is a beautiful young woman, and of course that means she has a bunch of suitors, and oh boy, Henry did not like that! Henry was super protective of his daughter, and believed that none of these men were good enough for her. Lucky for him then that one by one, each of these suitors died in mysterious and tragic accidents. Barry Claude was caught in an unbearable situation. Sawyer Bottom never saw his death coming. Iggy Knight lit it up like dynamite. Oh. And of course, Rowan D. Falls, no relation, question mark, went over this conveniently placed waterfall. It's inspirational, really. Now, I'm no detective, but I think Henry might have something to do with this. Hey Henry, how come you have that bear bait, keys to a sawmill, a lip match, and a paddle that's supposed to be up creek in your pocket? Don't ask questions you know you don't want the answer to, Chris. Melanie eventually falls in love with a train conductor from the mining company, gets engaged, and makes plans to leave the town of Thunder Mesa. Henry was having none of that, but despite his best Wile E. Coyote schemes, grew to be remained not dead. Yay! Eventually, the Thunderbird stopped hitting its snooze button and caused an earthquake at the mining site. During the quake, a huge gorge opened up near the manor, revealing the crumbling ruins of old Thunder Mesa. A cursed place, but I'm sure it's fine. And the quake also killed Henry Ravenswood and his wife in the process. Oh man, that sucks if you're Melanie Ravenswood for sure, but hey, at least she's marrying the love of her life in a few months. She has that going for her. The day of the wedding arrives, and Melanie waits for the groom to show up. And waits, and waits, and waits. But the guy never shows up. Where is he, you might ask? Oh, you know, hanging out. Yeah, our groom bumps into this entity known as the Phantom and is hung up in the attic above the stretching room, at least before 2019. Oh yeah, the refurbishment. In 2019, Disney gave Phantom Manor an update, changing some scenes, the story a little bit. For the most part, the story will actually stay the same until the end. We'll just continue on for now. So, to the surprise of no one, the Phantom is actually the ghost of Henry Ravenswood, because you're going to be a toxic man in life, so you might as well be a toxic skelly in death. Melanie is sure that the groom is still coming, and so waits and waits and waits. The waiting is the hardest part. Every day, see one more car. You're taking on the faith, you're taking in the heart. You're waiting is the hardest part. She never even took off her wedding dress and wanders around the manor singing a Wofo song. Probably not that one. Eventually, all the staff believe that Melanie has gone crazy and abandoned the house as it falls into disarray. The Phantom apparently chooses to spend his afterlife constantly laughing at Melanie, because when you're voiced by Vincent Price, what else are you gonna do? And starts to invite his ghostly friends to have a party at the manor as a really big middle finger to his daughter. Some say that on nights when the moon is full and the sky is clear, you can hear Melanie sing. The sound of laughing guests and the Phantom's haunting laugh echo from the manor. That's where we come in. The spiel up to the stretching room is largely the same, although we're now curious friends instead of foolish mortals, which, like Foolish mortals is iconic, but it's nice that we're not immediately insulted when we enter this place. So the Phantom takes us from the foyer to the stretching room to the doom buggies, where we get our first glimpse of Melanie, or at least the backside of her. The backside of Melanie! No, that's bad. From here, the ride is largely the same layout you'd expect from mansion rides, with Melanie and the Phantom popping up here and there. We even see Madame Leota, who's doing a new seance. I'll read what she's saying here, and some of this has been translated from French. You think you want me to read the French, but no you don't. Goblins and ghoulies, creatures of fright, we summon you now to dance through the night. Spirits and ghouls on your proud stallions, escort the beautiful bride through the night. Warlocks and witches, answer this call. Your presence is wanted at this ghostly ball. As the bells strike the 12 knolls of midnight, we shall waltz together, gruesome boudant. Join now the spirits in nuptial doom, a ravishing bride, a vanishing groom. After a trip to the grand hall in the attic where the Phantom continues to torment Melanie cause, he's dead, we descend underground where we're attacked by spooky, scary skeletons, while Grim Green Ghost starts playing because, let's be honest, they don't have the guts to leave that out. We then enter Phantom Canyon, a literal ghost town that reuses audio and animatronics from the Haunted Mansion. Hi Ezra. We run into the Phantom again, recreating his favorite SpongeBob meme as we enter the crypt. Now this is where the biggest change from the refurb happened. Before the refurb, Melanie, who had been gradually aging over the course of the ride, points us to safety. But now, she has been driven mad by dear old dad and menaces our doom buggy. Personally, I prefer the original ending because while Melanie might have fallen victim to her dad, she has enough power to resist him to get us out of here. In the new version, the Phantom pretty much wins, and yeah, it fits with the dark theme of the ride, but I just think the original works better. And that's Phantom Manor in a nutshell. A dark, self-contained story that I would love to see continue to expand. Have you ever been on Phantom Manor? Which is your favorite mansion ride at the Disney parks? Leave them in the comments down below. And while you're down there, don't forget to hit that like, share, and subscribe button to help this channel grow. I'm Chris from Orlando, and I don't even know what else is in Disneyland Paris. I just want to go for this. Take care, y'all. One love. Don't hurt nobody.